We have our first fitting of the year, first of many. Here's what it is. That's right, we couldn't start the year off any other way other than a Land Rover Defender 110 station wagon. Full kit getting fitted to this today, so let's get on with it. So here it is then, Land Rover Defender 110 station wagon Puma 2.4 litre. First up, we took the bonnet off to get easier access for cleaning the underside. We used the NK adhesive remover to take off the majority of the grease and grime that was on there, and then we used a panel wipe just to clean the surface, ready for installing the soundproofing kit. This way, with the right preparation, the material will not peel and it'll do its job for many years to come. So it's really important to spend some time to get this right before moving on. I'm putting these pieces in number order, so 1, 2 and 3 go at the top there, 4 and 5 are the large pieces that go in, 6, 7 and 8 down at the bottom, 9, 10 and 11 in the middle, and then 12A, 12B and 13A and 13B are for the sides. You have to slot those in with the backing off and then roller it all down and it will not be going anywhere. And voila, the finished product, under bonnet, done. With this install, I actually took the front seats out to gain access to the carpets because the customer wanted new carpets putting in, but you don't have to take the front seats out entirely. You can get away with just removing the bases, but these 4 bolts, easy to remove, so it might be just worth doing it when you fit in the kit. Once you've got access, peel all the carpets away. Again, if you're not replacing the carpets, you can just peel them back and gain access. You don't need to go to the extent of stripping the whole interior, but that's totally up to you. So for the driver's side, you will need numbers. Let me just have a look. 18 goes transmission tunnel, so fits in there and then folds round just to the center console there. This one you might find easier just to trim and make a smaller piece. This is a fairly snug fitting piece, so I tend to trim this when I'm fitting it, especially with this manufacturer's cover on it. Sometimes it's a real faff getting underneath it, so you might want to just trim that one. So you've got 18 that goes there, so you're happy with that. 16 or 17, it doesn't matter. That goes in this section here where you've got that little flap that lifts up. It's meant to be soundproofing. This is designed to go in underneath it and stick down. You've got 23, which is the side of the seat box, and you've got 20, which is front of the seat box. It will have a cutout with a hashing on it. That's for you to cut, just in case your cubby, your seat box mount clip thing is in a different place. So this one's fine, that's fairly standard. So we'll cut that. That'll go in there, and then finally 14 is for a little bulkhead piece that goes up in there. So they're all the adhesive ones that you're going to have, and then the only other things that you're going to use will be 26 or 27, which goes top of seat box. So that's that one. And then you will have 24. So 24 is a floor piece that goes in and just sits on top. There's no adhesive there. Now for this one, what I'd recommend is that needs to sit on top of this manufacturer's cover here. You can't get it underneath, and it'll alter the states of your matting there. So put it over the top, and then obviously you're going to have carpet or your floor mat in there anyway. So that's 24 in there as well. Get on now and fit this and do it in fast forward motion for you so you can see where each piece goes. Just going ahead and adding all the pieces as mentioned, but before I do, just clean down everything with the NK panel wipe just to make sure you're getting a good adhesion when sticking down the pieces. Might seem like a bit of a faff and an unnecessary step, but honestly the worst thing is when it starts peeling, so just make sure that surface is squeaky clean before sticking anything down. There we go, driver's side done. So we've got side of seat box, front of seat box, floor piece, number 14 behind there, number 18 behind there, trimmed down a little bit, and then number 16 in there. So that's driver's side done. Onto the passenger side next. Carpet's off on this side now, so we've got side of seat box again, front, top of seat box. Obviously we'll put the cover back on. Now this side with the manufacturer's cover, I tend to peel it back, so you have to take these couple of screws off here, take that strip off there, remove that just very carefully, and then you can peel all this back and you get a lot better access on this side. Got another piece obviously that goes under there, and then the floor piece as well. So we'll get on, do that, shouldn't take too long. And then this truck, we're gonna put new carpet in, so we haven't had to worry about the old carpet. Usually I work around the carpet. I don't take the full seats out and the carpet right out. You can just lift the carpet here and get under to do the soundproofing. But as this customer's having full new carpet, just makes access a little bit easier. He's using the Lucari Solutions carpet set in this one. Right, back to it then. So removing the screws first of all on the side pieces. Just make sure when you're pulling that little wire out, just to not lose it back inside the door, because that really would be an issue. And then using again the panel wipe just to clean everything down before sticking down the pieces. Okay, same as before. Let's just discuss where each piece goes in this passenger side footwell area. So you've got 3 separate pieces that make up this little section here, number 15. So you've got 15B goes there, 15A goes there, no, 15C goes there, 15B goes there, and 15A goes there. Then you've got number 19 on there, 17, which goes under that flap, as same as before. It's just that the carpet's in the way there. You've got 21 that goes along there, and you've got 22 which sits on the side of the seat box there, and then you've got 26 or 27 that sits on top of the seat box, and then you've got floor piece number 25 that sits in the footwell itself. So I'll get those all installed now, and you can see where each piece goes. And again, I would fit these pieces, put the carpet back, or the original manufacturer's matting, whatever you want to call it, and then once that's back, I would then put the footwell piece in. It's too difficult trying to get the footwell piece in behind this matting. It just doesn't fit right. So yeah, a bit of a trick for you, just make life easier for yourself, and you're not gonna be compromising the soundproofing. So this will be a bit more of a snug fit, so you have to work it up into place, but it will sit back in place, and then you can put your fan bit on there. I'll just whiz this forward, put this back in, and then floor piece will go in here. Now the full kit usually takes me about 6 to 7 hours, but obviously I do it on a regular basis, so I would definitely allow a good day or couple of days to do this, just so you're not rushing it and making sure you're thinking before putting everything in place. Luckily though, we do have full kits available on the website, come cut to size, ready to go straight in with fitting instructions, so you don't need to worry about cutting the pieces out yourself and wondering which bit goes where. Passenger side done. Top of seat box, side of seat box, front of seat box, floor section, footwell section. Then you've got a piece behind on the bulkhead. Around the fan you've got a couple of pieces as well. Piece on the transmission tunnel there, and bell housing. And that is that side done. Carpet going on next, seats back in, then move on to the back. Now, a carpet fitting service isn't something that we normally provide, and judging by the amount of time I spent around this gearbox tunnel, it's probably not something we'll be offering a lot of in the future, as it takes a lot of patience to get it just right. As you'll see from now on in the video, where time was getting very, very limited, so I did less and less filming and more frantic putting in of soundproofing and carpeting. 28 goes in the section, floor section of the passenger's footwell, so that slides in there. These funny looking pieces are for 29 and 36. They go just here, just in front of the rear wheel arch on both sides. So they're adhesive. Use some panel wipe, get it clean, and then stick those down. Not in order, but this piece, this long piece with the cutouts, is number 43. That goes just behind the second row of seats. So you put the seats forward, and then this piece will just slot. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. No, not quite. So that piece will slot just in there like that. 34A, just driver's side behind the fuel cap. 34 next, driver's side wheel arch on the top. I've had to trim this one, just fit around there, so you might have to do the same. 41 goes on the top here, and there's a cutout for the seat belt. Okay, 30 goes along the bottom section here, on the driver's side. Normally in the station wagon, you would just have these strips that go 32 and 39 that go on there in between the seats, but as the owner is not having the seats put back in this, I'm going to do a strip right the way across, which I can find from the utility kit. So just a thought, if you are keeping the seats out of your station wagon, make sure that you ask me, and I will send you the right piece. 37 going in there, passenger side. 35 A and B just go next to the fuel filler there, and then you've got your recess pieces, which are those top pieces, the shorter ones for the driver's side, just rectangles, and the longer one is for the passenger side. And there we are then, the finished article. Now in the rear it's actually quite easy to do the soundproofing, just take your time because they are larger pieces. It's not a finished look, so using something like this carpet kit gives a really nice finish to finish off the build.